Hello, everyone. My name is Shelly Lynn, and I am the founder of Pursuit 365 and also the host of Talk Wednesdays. Today, I would like to introduce, and I'm very excited because I have known this woman for probably 10 years now, Arline Trividic. Welcome, Arline.
Hi, Shelly.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
So Arline is the proud owner and head aromatherapist at Smell This Aromatherapy. She has embarked on a remarkable 20-year journey during which she has created, formulated, and manufactured botanical-based products and essential oil blends for her company, spas, and private clients. It has always been her mission to formulate and produce safe products that exude delightful aromas and do not contain harmful chemicals and ingredients. Ensuring the safety of people, animals, and their environment is of the utmost importance to her. Her company sources raw materials from ethical suppliers who share her mission, guaranteeing that the ingredients in their products contribute to the health and well-being of customers, their families, and retail and spa clients. Well, that's awesome. And I know this is true because I actually, Arline, had you working with me on my own product lines for a few years. Yes. And so that for myself, I know this is true because I do a lot of research as well. But welcome to Pursuit 365's Talk Wednesdays. And now, are you still located in Richmond, BC?
We are.
Oh, amazing.
Here since 2006.
We lost you there.
We've been here since 2006.
Oh my goodness, since 2006. Oh my, no, well, no wonder. Yeah, you've been around for such a long time, 20 plus years, and here you are. So Arline, tell me, by the way, it was really nice seeing you recently. Now, a lot of people, a lot of people don't really know what aromatherapy is. I mean, they've heard it, they've heard their friends selling it. They talk about it. It's like a granola thing. What is aromatherapy? I love aromatherapy, but you being the professional and you know who you are, can you explain to us what aromatherapy is?
Sure. Aromatherapy is the use of essential oils that come from plants, trees, flowers, fruits, and we use them for healing. The word aroma makes it sound like the oils are only inhaled, but they're also used now to massage on the body. Now, when I first got my certification back in 1999, they were just coming out with the nicotine patches. And at that point, that's when the aromatherapy industry found that by putting it on your skin, it will go through into your bloodstream. So that was a big plus. Because up until that point, everybody always said, oh, you only smell stuff. Well, if you only smell stuff, it's not going to help your muscles, right? So that was a really good plus for us. So now, of course, we use it for both things. But that in a nutshell is basically it, where it comes from and what it is.
Okay. Well, that's amazing. And I guess with some sensories, whether it's like the topical where it's penetrating and then also like the smell, different people are going to have different reactions to it.
Yeah. Lavender, and how everybody says, you know, like lavender is used to calm people. But if you don't like it, I'm not going to give it to you. We need to find an essential oil that when you breathe, rather than doing this, your body goes, oh, right? And by seeing that, then I know it's something that's going to help that person relax. So, yeah, even though we know that probably about 75% of the people like lavender and it will do that for them, there's also people that don't.
Yeah.
And you're not going to use it then. Yeah.
Like myself, I love the smell of a rose bush.
Yes.
But I do not like the smell of aromatherapy rose, like in products.
It's probably stronger than a rose.
I just like
that. And that's what people kind of find, that when you smell an actual pure essential oil, it is very strong. But when it's put into products, it usually lightens it and makes it less aromatic. Not to say it takes away from the healing benefits, but that's where we always tell people, you always expect that if you're going to open up a pure bottle of lavender, rose, whatever, it is at its strongest point because that's its purest point.
Mm-hmm. And also, I would also say that you can definitely tell the difference, or at least I can, the difference between the synthetic fragrance rose and the real pure aromatherapy, like what you have in your location and what you
I
make.
usually tell people that for me, if it's a fragrance or a synthetic, it hits me here, right in my throat. I can taste it.
Yes.
Whereas an essential oil is just there. So it is overwhelming. Like I tell people, to me, anything fragrance is really hard on my nose because my nose has been so trained now to smell that I really smell a synthetic.
Yes.
It's not that it's bad. I mean, people can like the synthetics as long as they don't have an allergy to it, but then there's no healing benefits either. So
No, there's no healing. And there's a lot of like chemical, like probably toxic chemicals in there. It's like, why would you want to put that near you, right?
yeah, it's true.
So
So
how can aromatherapy like actually help you? Like I know you said the topical, but is
yeah.
there say, do you know of specifically, like could you say, oh, well, if you have this or you have that, how can it help you?
Okay, the most important thing is if you're going to go to a trained aromatherapist, the first thing they're going to ask you, if you come to them and say, well, I have eczema, the first thing that's going to come out of my mouth is, how do you know you have eczema? So I'm looking for the answer that my physician told me, because we're not, even though we do work in alternative medicines, we're not physicians. We do not diagnose somebody.
No.
So I need to make sure that that diagnosis is correct, because then I can go about helping that person and find the essential oils and the carrier oils that are either going to heal their eczema. And to be honest with you, eczema doesn't get healed because there's triggers that comes from eczema. However, essential oils will help with the redness and definitely help with the itch. And that's what's more important. But we need to make sure that when we talk to our clients, that we tell them, please try and find out what the trigger is, because then you really help yourself. Because just to use essential oils every time, yeah, it's okay. It's not going to hurt you to stop the itch and calm the redness, but you really need to try and help your body in the end.
Oh, that's really, that makes sense. Why it's happening in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, even whether it's like you said, aromatherapy or topical medicines or even just pharmaceuticals, we've been trained to just put this on there and do that and it'll go away. But like, why is it happening in the first place?
Yeah. So that's where essential oils are different than the pharmaceuticals, is the fact that it works with your body. So yes, we can help you get proper. Here's a better example, is something in a kitchen when you're working and you burn yourself. We always tell people, please keep lavender. And you won't hear us say it very often that we, put something pure on your skin. However, if you're in the kitchen and you burn yourself, if you take that pure lavender and you put it on your skin, it's going to sting. Anything's going to sting a burn. However, you will not scar.
Oh, okay.
So
that's interesting.
That's where we can give people options like that. And it doesn't mean you have to like the smell of lavender, but the fact that you're not going to scar is tremendous.
Oh, that's
so
wonderful.
it's the only oil we tell you to put directly on your skin, but definitely always have a bottle of lavender in your kitchen. It's helpful.
That's good to know. That's excellent. So it's good for a couple different things.
Yes.
Did I hear mice or rats don't like lavender? Or was that mint? I think that's mint, actually.
Mint.
Yeah, mint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I have a cat,
eucalyptus,
so I don't have any issues, but
eucalyptus is ants. They hate it. So we always use stuff like that. And it's natural, right? So that putting cotton balls full of peppermint or cotton balls full of eucalyptus will help keep some of the creatures that you don't want. And it also helps if you can know where they're coming in, especially, like ants, if you can find where they're coming in, that's where you want to douse the area. Ooh. Same with mice and rats. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, now speaking of smells and scents and, I just got back from a trip in Paris for a business trip, and we were looking at all the different kind of perfumes there, and the girls that I was with, they were all very natural women. So, we talked about, well, some of these scents we really like, or some give us headaches, or, I imagine with you, I know I've seen you having some, perfumes and everything. Tell me about that, like creating your own perfume instead of, because we like to smell, we want to like our smell.
Yes.
So tell me about
So if you can see behind me,
that. Mm-hmm.
that's my scent bar
Okay.
where people can actually come in and create their own perfume or cologne. And we don't call it PERFUME. We call it PUREFUME because it's
Oh,
pure fume and or cologne. And to us, it's a smell experience of a lifetime because it's the one chance that someone gets to create what they want. You
yeah.
don't have to go and find what a perfumer created. We walk you through. It's a guided journey. It's fun to do with you and your BFFs. We have lots of fun. You can do it here. We can come to you, as you saw when we came to your event.
Yes, which I meant to make one that day, but I noticed
You're
Ann Kaplan.
busy.
I noticed Ann Kaplan, our keynote speaker, she was Housewives of Toronto and owns now a castle in London. I noticed her and her friend were there making them.
Yes. Yeah. And we have loads of fun. So we guide you through. And I like to say it's a guided journey because everybody goes, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, we don't leave you hanging.
Oh,
We,
that's nice.
we sit them down. We ask you kind of, first of all, what aromas you like, because there is a lot of aromas out there and we don't want your nose to shut down. So we
Mhm.
try and guide you first into kind of picking whether you like the woody smells or the citrus smells or the floral smells. And then we have a starting point. And once that person starts to create, they're filling out a sheet and we do it by drops. And once that creation is liked by the person doing it, we then get them to create their name on the bottle because they get to go home with a 10 ml bottle, personalized with what they want to call it. And
That's
then
so
we keep
awesome.
that sheet forever for our clients. And then they can come with that aroma and get lotions and scrubs and massage oils and cuticle, whatever else they wish to have in their own special aroma.
Oh, that's amazing. So, I mean, obviously you can't do this, in other countries, but you essentially could be hired for like a wedding shower or a baby shower or or like birthday parties or women's events or even men's events. Like you could be
Yeah.
hired for so many different things.
We've even done wellness events because this is right up the alley of being a wellness, right? So
Mhm.
when companies do a wellness event, we've gone in and done it. But
So cool.
the weddings are really nice because what they do is a bride at the bridal shower when we've done it has made their own aroma for their wedding day. And of course, as we all know, scent and your brain is amazing. That memory will always come back to them the second they smell of the happy day.
That's amazing. I love that. It is true. Like, say if you have an ex boyfriend or ex spouse, let's just leave it at that. An
Yes.
ex spouse, and then someone walks by and they've got that scent. It just brings you back,
Yeah.
whether it was a
So
good
it can be
relationship
good
or
or
not.
bad. We want good.
Yeah, but it just brings you back, right? To that time in your life.
Yeah. So I can
Um,
just show you. I just brought one out quickly. So they go home with a takeout box, a roll on, information on what they just did, and our signature cookie.
oh, I love
Which
your
is,
signature cookies.
yeah.
They're
So it's
signature
nice.
fortune cookies. They're so fun.
Yeah. So that's where we like to, we want it to be a smell experience. We want
Oh,
people to remember and to enjoy and to always have that memory down the road every time they smell it.
I love that. And you know what I love too, whenever I go into your location there, is that it's so fun. Like you walk in, it smells delicious, and it's a super fun environment. Like you guys just come in and you make you feel welcome. And yeah, I love it. And it's so bright and warm.
Thank
It's
you.
nice. Yeah, I love it a lot. Okay, so now because you do know so much about aromatherapy, and okay, so now like the great thing is that people can hire you for parties,
Yes.
whatever kind of party that be or an event. But do you also offer like aromatherapy courses?
Yes. I do intro and in depth. It's whatever either the group of people are looking for or a single person is
Hmm.
where I'll gauge, because intro is sometimes fun. Some people just want to know the basics,
Yeah.
right? And that's really nice. And you get an intro and then they have a better understanding, just basically what you're asking me, right? We
Hmm.
take you through. And in depth, of course, then we can teach you how to blend. We can teach you what, physiology and anatomy that helps actually work on the body. And I also do spa practitioners. I train the spa practitioners, which
Well,
is
and you
really,
know what else? Yeah, and you know what else I was thinking? I don't know if you even thought about this, but coming from the health food industry, there's a lot of the beauty areas that could be using the training
yeah,
as well.
yeah. So that's where we always say to people, please pass our name around, because I always go in and train the spa practitioners in the spas, right? And so they
Hmm.
kind of set it all up, make sure that the majority of the people can make it, because spas are basically open 7 days a week, almost 24/7. So there has to be, like, usually Mondays are fairly quiet for some of the spas. So we'll go in and I'll just take them through and make sure that they understand, because they're going to get questions from their clients. And the first thing I always say to people is, please don't say, I don't know. Because
Yeah,
as a customer, I don't like that. Say, look, I understand your question. I don't have an answer. Even I say it, I don't have an answer at the moment, but give me your name and number and I will get back to you. And
yeah,
to me,
that
that's very important. You show that you care enough to give them an answer.
to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really important. That's really
Especially
important.
when you want people to use something, and especially something that's an essential oil. Now, yes, they smell good, but I also tell people to please treat them as you would any prescription that you would get from a doctor. When somebody tells you use 2 to 5 drops, please use 2 to 5 drops, because they can sensitize your skin, or you can get headaches if it's overused.
Oh, for sure. Even though it's natural, you still can.
Yes. Yeah. There's still a botanical, right? There's still natural medicine.
Hmm.
So that's where we have to get past the smell alone and know that they actually have medicinal benefits.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking what would be really good going back to the parties and stuff because now my brain is going.
Yeah.
Um, Great get like if you had like a even though not maybe not a perfume, but like say if you had your it was a beach theme or whatever, that would be a great little gift as a
Yeah.
aromatherapy for a diffuser for their guests.
Yeah.
They could make
Yeah.
that and custom
Yeah,
something like
you can
that.
do that. So it's that's all people have to keep thinking, is think outside the box. Is what can you do for someone who has everything? None of us have everything, but be unique. I really like that, because you don't have to think about going into a store and buying the cookie cutter gift that everybody else sees. This is something that's very original and different, and it gives someone, as we always say, sell an experience.
Yeah, sell an experience. And also you're not ridiculously priced. Like you're fair priced. You're not gonna walk in and be sticker shock like, oh my gosh.
No,
And
no.
that's what
And
I love about you.
being local, uh, and being, a small batch manufacturer, we try and say to people that we encourage people to come and try. And no, it's not going to break the bank, and nor do I ever want it to break the bank.
No.
Yes, you're still able to create something, and it's still not something that's you're gonna go,
Yeah, like, oh
no,
my gosh, you're not going in and spending $200 on a bottle of whatever perfume at the
at
Shelter's
the
by the
department
counter
store.
or
No.
like the Bay or whatever. And so, okay. Now that being said, I mean, I think everybody would want to purchase your products. Who doesn't want to smell good? But who's generally your customers? Like, is it normally just natural people, like health people, or?
Well, there's people like you and me, right?
Mhm.
But we do the spas. We've done private businesses. We've done massage therapists. We've done nail salons, gyms, sports teams, pet shops, and even just psychological therapists, right?
Yeah.
Because we know that essential oils really help. So it's a big, big amount of people that
Yeah.
can actually use it. Now, it's not all used the same.
No.
Like nail salons, they're looking to help the cuticles, they're looking to help the hands. Gyms and sports teams, they're looking for the muscle bombs that we do, right? So
Oh
that
yeah, for
they can
sure.
heal themselves. Pet shops, we do a pet line. So that, you know, animals, I don't treat animals any differently than people in the fact that I'm not going to put chemicals in their products,
No.
right? So I always say to people when they buy the animal products, because we do a dog and kitty wash, and I always say to them, if you're really short at home, grab the dogs because it won't hurt you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The
Yeah,
only
no.
thing I'm really concerned with when I work with the animals is the amount of aroma because their sense of smell is so much better than ours. So that's the only difference. But the bases and my ethics and stuff, no, I'm not going to hurt an animal, nor do I want to.
So if someone wanted to do like, I mean, you're Vancouver. So now we've got members from Pursuit 365 in about 16 countries now. So
Yes,
let's just say someone was in like, maybe not another country, but Toronto,
yes,
and they wanted to do their own line. Could you do like a Zoom meeting and send them, you get them ideas from them and then maybe send them 5 choices? Or like
yes.
maybe if they wanted to do, like you said, their own pet line or their own, for weddings, you can do that.
Oh, definitely. That's why we do private label. The majority of our clients were in spas that you wouldn't even know because it's all their own,
Yeah.
your own label, right? It's okay. At
Mhm.
first, it was like, why doesn't somebody want my product? But they do, but their label. And it makes sense. After 20 years, I truly understand it. Because when you're at the spa and you buy that spa product, the spa then gets that return customer. And
Yes.
as long as the customer pays their bill, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And you're reaching so much more, like so many more that way.
Yeah. It's nice to be on here though and to go and do like your event because then I actually get to promote smell this.
Yeah. Well, and
Where
like you're offering something a little bit different that the spas and salons, this is kind of your unique product is,
yeah.
I'm so, well, we're going to do it. I was thinking maybe I should hire you for one of my daughter's birthday parties. It's coming up.
How
We'll talk
old is
about
she?
that. She's going to be 9,
Yeah.
but then my other daughter's turning 18. And I was like, oh, maybe. Anyways, we'll talk about it. But
Yeah.
and I know, and I meant to grab some stuff from you with the last event, but we'll talk after this because I love your things. But yeah, so people can hire you from a distance. You can work with them. And that's what people should really like. It's one thing to be. Let's just say you're a Pilates instructor.
Yes.
You can only put so many hours of Pilates in teaching, and then I guess you could open a studio. But say if you're one, you are able to do small batches for them. So say if they had, 4, Pilates sections, they, whatever, you could tables, you could do small runs for them,
Yes.
so
Because
they could be making money on top of, yeah,
yeah.
and selling a good product, an
Well, we
excellent
do an
product.
all natural yoga mat, which is great for the yoga studio. See, I didn't even think about yoga. We do the warrior wash for yoga studios, and it doesn't hurt the environment. It doesn't hurt your mats. Same with the Pilates, the warrior wash yoga mat spray. with
Yeah.
both the yoga and the Pilates with a muscle bomb. Just
Amazing.
two things that are geared truly to just not giving them stuff that they're not going to sell. That's ridiculous, right? Because
Yeah.
they're a small business, and that's what I always try and work with the small businesses, and the fact that we've got to pick what's exactly for them, because I don't want products sitting on the shelf
No.
that's not going to sell because there's no chemicals in it.
Yeah,
They're
so it
all
only lasts for like so long.
well, 6 months to a year, but you don't want it that long. You want it on your shelf. You want to sell it. You want to make your money, and you want to bring in more.
Yeah.
That's the fact of trying to really talk, like you said, and discuss with each client what their specific needs are. Try and figure out what is going to be the benefit to them and is going to sell and not
Most
sit.
definitely. And then they'll work with you directly. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
wonderful. That's so good. Well, I worked with you directly. I was so lucky.
Yeah, you only get me. Sorry.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Alrighty. So, what do you have coming up next? I'll say one thing. I know we're going to go with, other than your, I'm going to tell you my favorite, but other than your perfume bar, our what was it called?
Perfume. Yeah.
Pure
Perfume.
perfume bar, and make your own perfume. I really love your the scrub. It is your coffee scrub, which I need to
Yes.
get some of that. That is the best. Oh my gosh! In the morning to do the coffee scrub, wow, it's so good. What's your favorite product out of those two? That's your line.
Oh, what do I like?
Out
Oh,
of your line personally.
I'm in love with London Fog, my London Fog, because I've gone into so many different coffee shops that do the London Fog, and I just adored them. And I thought, you know what? I need to sit down and figure out how to get that same smell.
So is the London Fog, is it so you have it in a scrub and an aromatherapy, like for your diffuser?
We have a diffuser blend, we have a roll-on, we have a lotion.
Oh,
At
brilliant.
this point, yeah, but it can be put, once you create the blend, it's like the scent bar. It can be put in anything across.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes.
Okay. And then what do you have coming next? Do you have any, I mean, this is going to be put up like
Ooh,
today, probably, if I get a chance.
shampoo and conditioners are our brand new line.
What do you have?
Silk shampoo and silk conditioner. It's just gonna
Ooh, so those are coming up. And do you have any local events or no, not?
Nope.
I know you're going to do one with us very soon.
Yes,
But we're still
yes.
figuring that out. Well, it's not
You're
my
my next one.
Yeah. And then my next one, we won't even talk about that yet, but that's it. So we were going to check out the rest of your products. If anyone's looking to do their own aromatherapy
Yes.
line, if they have some ideas, they can contact you. We're going to put all that information inside down below on our YouTube channel under this video. Contact information. Arline is very open to getting emails, getting phone calls, and anything to finish off with today.
Yeah. So why choose Smell This, right? There's lots of companies out there, right? Some are very local, some are not, but why choose us? Because of our sweet smelling, nature loving, super small products give you a little eco-friendly luxury in our busy world, and we're PETA approved.
I love it all. I love it all, Arline. And it's so nice seeing you again. And I've worked with Arline myself with products, so I know for sure that she's wonderful. And we should talk about doing something again. But anyways, that's another story. Thank you for coming on to our Talk Wednesdays and spending some time with me. And I appreciate you.
Thanks, Shel. Me too.
Okay, have a good day. Bye now.
Bye.